She wasn't happy with the pizza, and then she slept on it.
Oh no.
Ah!
Oh!
Oh, no! Oh!
Oh my gosh! Ow! Hello! Welcome everybody to DeluluCanoePod.
This is our theme song.
Oh!
A theme of the theme song. So
The
wait.
theme song.
The theme song goes, we get more followers. People sign in. They know we're on. And then they check it out from the beginning because this is our theme song.
Is the theme song. We've been having dance and everything.
This is your theme song.
This is the theme song.
Nice.
Welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today in DeluluCanoePod. How are you feeling so far today, JP?
I am caffeinated and ready to... What rhymes with caffeinated?
Raffinated.
I'm ready to raffinate it.
I actually don't. Oh, girl.
Oh.
I'm actually not quite caffeinated yet,
You're
so I'm getting there. I'm working on it. So cheers to that.
Cheers to
Cheers.
both of us being taking a nap
We
and
did.
rushing out of bed too.
To be here.
To be
for all of
here.
you.
Yeah.
Today we have a really awesome, all over the place
I am
topics.
so excited about our topics.
Yes,
today.
we have so many. Do you want to give them a couple about what we're going to talk about today?
All right. So of course we're gonna have to. Everyone is talking about it. We have to talk about it.
Yes.
The hot murderer.
The hot murderer.
Murderer. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about him a little bit.
We're going to talk a little bit about Sabrina Carpenter and Barry Keoghan. We have an update on
We got
them.
some news.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna talk about some last minute Christmas ideas because it is coming by fast.
It's so fast.
I told you I should have decorated after
Did
Halloween.
you do it?
I decorated last night.
Oh, thank God.
I did. I have my tree up.
Santa almost skipped you. Santa
Santa
almost
would've been
skipped
mad.
you.
Santa would have come by and been like, I guess you're Jewish.
Oh my gosh. Then he'll give you 12 nights of
So,
Hanukkah. Isn't that how that works?
No, not with Santa.
Probably not. I know not with Santa, but
But it does work with 12 nights.
yeah.
And then we got that, and then we have I have some good news to share. So I'm gonna
You
talk a
do?
little bit about some good news that's happening on my end.
Oh, yay.
And then what about you?
I mean, I have a little bit of like good news, I
Yeah?
guess, to share too. So do we want to start with our good news?
Yeah.
That could be really fun.
And last we're gonna talk about TikTok being banned
in the
Ugh.
US.
In the US. Now we're moving out. There's been so many reasons to move out of the United States.
Now is the
This
time.
is just
It's the time.
the icing on the cake.
Yeah, there's a lot happening as we're turning into the new 2025. Everything's happening at once. I'm stressed.
You know what? I'm gonna say it's 25 because when I turned
Really?
25, I had a midlife crisis.
Really?
I was just so sad, so just upset. And everyone's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "Midlife crisis, 25. It's horrible." But like midlife, and I'm like, it's not gonna get any better than 25.
No, that's not true. 25 is my favorite number.
Woo, it's good. It's good
So
now.
I think it's good.
It's good.
At least for me, 25 usually brings like prosperity and good things.
Oh, yeah?
So
Well, it is
Yeah.
25 cents. It's a quarter.
yeah, right? Exactly. See, we're on the
So,
up.
we're good. We're good. Speaking of good news, let's talk about good news.
Let's hear about yours.
All right. So I opened up a show this weekend.
Ooh.
I did. So I've been choreographing and I'm going to say starring.
Yes.
Starring in the show. It is Home Alone Lee Hearts Club Band. And you're like, what is that?
Oh.
And it's a mixture of the storyline is Home Alone, which everyone knows the film and loves it.
Mhm.
And it's set to an album, which is the Beatles album, A Lonely Hearts Club Band, or Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
Oh.
So, every year this company, they're called the Troubadour Theater Company or the Troubies. They mash up an album or an artist with a story.
Mhm.
The one that caught my heart that I'm so upset I wasn't aware of this to audition for was
Oh.
A West Side Christmas Story, which takes Christmas Story with Ralphie and his gun and the music of West Side Story.
Oh, that would have been so good.
It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. You can watch it.
Oh, okay.
Last summer, I was in a show, Cleopatra and Duran Durantany.
Yes, I remember that.
With the Duran Duran music. last Christmas, I was in White Album Christmas, which is another Beatles White Album with
Oh.
the storyline of White Christmas. And then they had Die Hard, which was a music of heart. That was awesome. Santana
Cool.
Claus, A Year Without Santana Claus, that was the best one.
Wow, so many mashups.
Yes, they
That's
do
awesome.
such an amazing job. They do. This idea is just brilliant, and it hits, and they have a huge following.
Oh.
It's basically sold out.
Wow.
There's a couple seats here and there, but no pairs, no 3 seats, no 4 seats.
Wow. Oh my
So
gosh.
it's really
Is it the same
good.
company?
Yeah.
Wow. That's
So
awesome.
it is, and it's hilarious. Like maybe 65% of it is improvised.
Wow, 65%? That's so much.
You have your script, and we're like, okay, well, the first act is 35 minutes. Okay, that's great. And I'm like, that's a short act. You're like, no, it's not. Because once you start with the show, you have the audience laughing, and then you have the tricks that you just play on each other.
I love it. Oh, I need to come see it.
I'm excited.
Every time you invite me, I don't
it.
have another friend to come watch. So I'll just come by myself.
Yes, you gotta come by yourself.
There's not even a 2-seater left anyways. So I'll just come sit by
Exactly.
myself. But congrats on
Thank
booking
you.
and
Thank
being in
you.
a show during this time of year. That's so much fun.
It is. It is. I always love Christmas shows, and it's such a tricky time because personal training kind of like, I don't want to say it dies down, but people do fall into the holiday
The
blues.
Oh.
They're like, I'm gonna pick it up in the new year, or
Oh no.
I'm just gonna wait another 2 weeks and then
Okay.
start again. So things die down a little bit. I have a little bit more time, and I'm like, you know what? Let's do it.
That's good though,
So,
because then you get to spend the
yes.
holidays focusing on you in a way. So it kind of works
Exactly.
out in a positive way.
Financially it works out too.
Yeah. Financially draw the big ones.
Take it.
Yeah. I actually have some exciting booked news that's kind of like this. I actually booked, which I can't tell what it is 100% because NDA, but I actually booked that one random job that I got sent like 2 weeks ago last minute on the day we filmed our music video.
What?
So I got sent a last minute like, hey, do you want to audition for this thing? It could be really cool. And I was like, what is it? And they were like, we can't tell you. And I'm like, cool. Maybe.
How strange. Like when they tell you that, like, how do you feel about going into it? It's just like,
it makes me wonder if it's a waste of my or their time, because if it's a reality TV show, I will never do it. I've been pitched for like Love Island, The Circle. The Circle tried really hard to get me at first. And I was like, no, I don't want to be on a reality TV show. I want to act. And they're like, but you can act in it. And I'm like, no.
I'm an actress.
Ugh. So I booked this gig that they offered me an extension to send in my tape, which was really nice because we were busy on set. And I sent it in. And I actually had the email of the casting person, which I usually never get because I had to submit in a weird way. And she emailed me back after I sent it. She was like, cool, you're in the next round. Just want to let you know. Send us your availability from to this date. And I gave her like nothing. I gave her like 2 days because I was on another set. So I was like, I don't know because they only need me one day. Haven't told me what day. Not sure what to do with this, but this is what they've told me so far. Then after I did my set day, I emailed her back again, which you normally shouldn't do. You should not double email. But I went in because I was like, I have a good feeling that if I tell her that one day has been used, that opens me up for the rest of the time, maybe it'll help me. So I said like, hey, just like touching base, want to let you know that I actually became more available. That gig cleared up. I already finished that role. So let me know if you actually need me.
Okay.
And she emailed me back 24 hours later. So I thought maybe I didn't get it. Then she emailed me back and was like, we will pull or let everyone know tomorrow for the cast list. Trained with you. Didn't say anything to me for 24 hours. So I was like, well, guess I didn't get it. You went pee, came back, and I was like, I booked it.
So you mean to tell me you were looking at your phone instead of doing the exercise when I went to pee?
I was definitely mountain climbing.
I trusted that you were doing a workout while I was gone. I'm not turning my shoulder on you anymore.
You always do. What are you talking about?
I'm not trusting you anymore.
Plus, you'll tell some of the other trainers and be like, make sure she does count how many reps.
Check her out.
Count how many reps. They do like
Dang it. Oh my gosh.
Yay
That's
for us
awesome.
working.
Congratulations.
We're killing it.
Yes.
Yeah. See, 2025 is our year.
You know, I used to be very scared about if there's any actors watching. I used to be very scared about contacting casting directors or reaching out to them. But I also feel like if it's a right thing, they appreciate it.
Yeah.
And don't like unsolicitate yourself of like, hey, I hope you're having a great holiday season. I am going to be doing a show next March. You're like, it's going to annoy me.
Yeah.
And then if you're like, hey, it's January, what's up? Hey, it's February. Like, no. But if it's like, hey, I noticed you're casting Legally Blonde, search for the new Elle Woods. I'm blonde and I'm a musical theater singer and I really would love to be a part of it. Here's a clip and thanks for in advance. If it goes nowhere, it goes nowhere. But at least like they know, oh, hey, you know what? This girl's good. Oh, we already have this character, but let's bring her in for this.
Mm-hmm.
So it's great. I've got so many good opportunities from that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've gotten some where they're like, John, just to let you know, I have never cast a person who I've never seen live in person.
Oh.
So I appreciate your emails, but until I see you audition for me live, I will not be able to consider you for any projects. And I was like, got it.
That makes,
Thank you.
Okay, that's honesty. Yeah, I like
she
it.
knew who I was.
Yeah.
She knew who I was.
Yeah, that's, I mean, sometimes that's all you have to do is like just start by, you know, I don't, personally, I don't like cold calling casting. I think it's a taboo thing and I don't think it makes you look good.
Mm-hmm.
But in my case, I knew that touching base to give more availability was going to be a good thing, but I also didn't like slide in like, also I'm available for X, Y, you know, like I think you have to use your best judgment.
It's when to know. Yeah, you really have to know like when to go for it and what to say and make sure if you're giving one opportunity, don't F it up.
Yeah.
Don't mess it up.
Coach also reminded you the 20 days of Fitmas.
Oh, I'm reminding you guys about the 20 day of Fitmas.
So I didn't get the 25 days of Fitmas.
Okay, well, this is hurtful.
Well,
this week, 25 push-ups for the second week of fitness.
Okay.
And you know what? Just to be a jerk, I'm going to add that to the 25 sit-ups that we were supposed to do last week. So last week, 5 days out of the week, only 5. You do 25 sit-ups.
Okay.
And this week, 5 days. It's already Tuesday, so you got to start now.
Mm-hmm. Shoot. Okay.
So you got to do 25 push-ups. So there you go. However long it takes, they don't have to be in a row. You could do them 2 every hour.
Yeah, I did some today because you made me do them, but I don't think I did 25.
I would say you did close to 20. You know what? You need 5 more.
I will when I'm not doing this. I'm in dress clothes. I got my Pikachu shirt on, my pants. All right, should we get into the canoes?
Let's do it.
Let's go. What do you want to talk about first?
Let's talk about this.
Coach is calling me out. He says, BS, it's on Discord.
Oopsie
doopsie. Good.
Thank you, Coach. I mean, just call her out.
I gotta go.
Well, you know what? Kudos to Coach because he tagged himself, I believe, 3 times out of last week. So the other 2 times I just didn't see it, right, Coach? Right.
Right.
All right, let's talk about this murderer.
Oh my gosh. All right, let's talk about him. So his name is Luigi.
Is it really Luigi? Shut up. That is hilarious.
Luigi, let me get his last name for you because I'm going to say it wrong.
Oh, let's give them the background of the story.
All right. So there was a murderer.
A murderer.
In, I believe it was New York City. I could be wrong.
I heard it was Massachusetts.
Okay. Well.
Let me look. I think you might be right. Let's get our facts straight here.
Get our facts straight since we're giving real news, fake news.
We're not fake news.
It was NYC. Thank you.
I was right. Okay.
Yes, it was NYC.
Oops. I got my info from TikTok. That's how you know.
That's how you know it's wrong. They also say that he's bi, but that was TikTok.
That's not true. Yeah.
So his last name is Mangione. Luigi Mangione.
Oh, he's already in court. Wow.
Yes, they got him in that orange jumpsuit, looking mighty fun.
Ooh.
So, I mean,
so what was his motivation? What happened? Let's start with that.
So he pulled out his weapon and just shouted up.
Yeah, that's PG-ish. Shout it up. So it was like in broad, it was on a street
during the day.
During the day.
People, there was a silencer on it.
I heard that too.
So, I mean.
So not very many people heard it. It was on a regular street, but it was all caught on CCTV footage.
You could see it's pretty busy.
Yeah.
And to have a silencer and this guy's just like, "Lip, boom, blah," and keep walking, like it went unnoticed for
Wow.
like 4 days. Um, a fact that I found out today was that he was caught and recognized at a McDonald's.
Wow. Okay, I didn't know
So
that.
the person who was taking his order was like, I believe that's a guy, that's a guy. And so they made the phone call, and then yeah, it happened there at McDonald's.
And the person that he shouted at
Shouted up.
was United Healthcare CEO. And I don't
Yeah.
remember his name. I should really look for it.
That's the name we should be knowing instead of Luigi.
Yeah.
Look it up. But yes, he was a CEO. So Luigi had surgery on his back. He had some spinal like discs that were rotted up to like metal.
Oh no.
And so he had some issues there. But I heard what I read that sent him off the edge was he lost his grandparents to bad healthcare. So it just turned him crazy.
The United Healthcare CEO was Brian Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
And I have here Midtown, New York City. So yeah. Which is very interesting. Like if you Google it and get their side by side photos, it's pretty jarring seeing like the CEO next to like the Luigi.
It is kind of crazy.
Like
it's strange.
It just goes to show you that, well, one, people all around the world are celebrating that the CEO is murdered, which I don't personally believe is right. I don't think that that's the answer. But I also understand that people in certain parts of our country and in the economy we're in today feel helpless.
Yeah.
But I don't think we should be celebrating murdering somebody who had a wife and kids and is a person.
Yeah. I mean, it's really strange how if it's someone who was going through like an assault rifle and went into a Walmart or somewhere, a school like that, it ends up being targeted at, oh, this person had a mental illness, oh, this person is crazy, or worse, they start going, oh, this person was ethnic, not necessarily ethnic, but the part of the Black community.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, that's the reason, this is the reason. And now that this guy is gorgeous, like gorgeous people can be crazy too.
Yes.
So yes. I don't know who needs to hear this. If you're in love with someone that's gorgeous, there's a reason they're single.
They're probably crazy. They're probably delulu.
It is freaking weird. It is.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's fun. It's funny on the concepts of like everyone's willing to fess up and give their side of, oh, he was with me that day. I promise he was. Please bring him home because we've been looking for him. He's my long lost brother.
Oh, I hate it.
So like they just turned it into like a kind of a play. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's really gross because it is someone who shoot it up.
Shoot it up.
I have good English, but I'm just trying to change it PG here.
Yep.
But shoot it up. Some normal human being for doing his job, you know?
Yeah. I was shocked to see the news. Like I was on my way. What was I doing? I was getting in my car to go somewhere, and then I just happened to accidentally bump TikTok, and then that's when I heard about it. Mm-hmm. And I didn't hear about people celebrating till the next day or, dealing with it, whichever way they decided to. And I guess I'm not surprised, but also it's just kind of like, okay, let's have a little bit of empathy. Like it's the holidays. Like this is not the way, this is not how we problem solve.
Yeah.
Violence is not the answer. War is not the answer.
What got solved? Your grandparents did not come back.
Right.
You ruined your life. You were gorgeous and young. And hung. I mean, gorgeous, young, and anyways. So you know, it could have been. It's sad. It really is sad. I mean, I was pissed off at Instagram for a long time, and if I were to talk to the CEO, I would have a good conversation with him. But definitely nothing more than a good talk with the CEO.
Yeah, it's just not the way.
It's not.
I've definitely turned to violence once, and it did not end good.
Well, okay, time out. Now you have to tell that story.
Well, I've talked about it on the podcast a million times. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll send you like a clip. We'll cut it so that way you don't have to watch the whole thing. You know what? I'll send you the whole thing.
So,
I definitely
We need the views. We need the
Okay,
views. So send me the
well,
whole thing.
I threw a drink on somebody, and
Was it hot?
no,
Cold?
no, it was like half of a shot in a shot glass. Like it wasn't even like a drink, but I got like talked to about it because that's considered assault in California.
Uh-huh.
But like I didn't know because I'm usually not that kind of person to like throw drinks on people, and I'm usually not like that. And like my justification was I was like, the people do it in movies all the time, and they were literally like, no, girl, like you can't actually do that. So if you didn't know, when they throw drinks on people in movies, like yeah, it doesn't make you look cool in the real world. It actually gets you kicked out. But luckily, it was my local place that I go to, so I didn't like really get in trouble. But they definitely were like, hey, you could have got like permanently banned for that. And then when they got the full story, like the guy basically like verbally assaulted me. He made like a very derogatory comment towards me after I asked him nicely to pick up his garbage.
You know what? Just like Chicago, he had it coming. He had it coming.
So yeah, I know what it's like to lean in towards violence, and like a lot of me is very proud that I did stand up for myself, but like it was not the right way to deal with it. It's better to just like be the bigger person, which I hate being every time, but I also just don't want to get kicked out of places. So anyways, instead of making this about me.
No, I love it because I just realized I was aggressive last week. It just hit me now.
Okay, you gotta share now. Like this episode's extended. I know. We're going past the hour. It's fine. I gotta hear this.
So I was at Mickey D's.
Yes. Why does everything happen at McDonald's?
I'm allowed to eat McDonald's. I just wanted the ice cream, just the soft serve ice cream. And my husband was like, well, I'm hungry. Get me a burger, get me fries and soda, whatever. So he wanted a little McDonald's party. So we got 1 6-piece nugget, like just the whole menu basically.
The smorgasbord.
Yeah. And so then they said, well, sir, you have to wait because we don't have your meal ready. So you're gonna have to park up in the reserve spots. And my husband told me, if they make you move, you say no. You say you're not gonna go because they take longer. I'm like, Leo, I can't do that. People are behind us.
What the heck, Leo?
So then I grab my drink, I grab my ice cream, and I'm just waiting. And I'm waiting. They're like, we have to move up there to the reserved number. And I just said, no, I don't want to. I'm not going to do it. Is it going to take longer? And then they said, well, it's just not ready yet. And I said, well, this soda tastes flat. So can you get me a new one? So I gave it back to him. He went to go change it, came back, he gave me the soda. I'm still waiting. And they're like, so can you move to the reservation or reserved spot? And I was like, sure, biting my tongue and just like going as slow as possible. As I go to drive, the car behind me, beep. I don't know what happened. If it was roid rage, I'm just kidding.
What did you do?
I put my whole body outside of the window, turned around, and I said, is there a problem, sir? Is there a problem? What do you want me to do? And then he was like this. It was you. Like, who else would it be? It was you. And so he was just look around. And so I was like, oh, I really want to just go, not even move. Yeah. But no, I just went slowly. I was like, stop.
Oh my gosh.
That was not violent.
That was not.
That was sassy.
That was like verbal violence.
Well, yes, because I was like, do you have a problem, sir? Is there a problem?
Wow, all that for some Mickey D's. Wow.
I had to burn calories before.
Yeah, there you go. I just had to like pump myself up.
Exactly. I was.
Wow.
It hit a nerve. I don't know why. I think I was upset at Leo.
Maybe.
I was upset at Leo for telling me you better not move. And I was like, I have to yell at someone.
Authority. I must be authority. Okay, so that's definitely like a moment of like maybe not good judgment.
I did not know half of my body could escape my window though.
Yeah, that visual has me like, I kind of want to see you.
Plus a 360 turn.
Yeah.
Just to yell at him.
You're so fit.
It was good. It was a good day.
Oh my God. What did Leo say afterwards?
He's like, babe.
Oh my God, he thought it was not it.
He's like, babe, why did you do that? And I'm like,
What do you want
What
from
do you
me?
want? Why is everyone yelling at me?
Oh my
I
god.
know. So
Okay,
who?
that's my new favorite JP story for the next like 6 months.
But if anyone asks, I was at a what's a salad place? I was at
A
a
salad
Simple
place.
Greens. If anyone asks, I
There
was
you
a drive-through
go.
at Simple Greens.
Oh my god.
Like, what do you want me to do?
What do you want? What do you want from me? That's hilarious.
Oh, his face, I remember it like perfectly. Just like around the car, around.
Yeah.
No, I know it was you. All right, sorry.
Anyways,
Are you
no, it's
reading
all
the
good.
chat?
It's all good. I am. I'm just seeing. No one's judging you. They're all like, "We believe in you, JP. We got you."
Thank you. Oh.
One Eyed says hates the drive-through. Totally get that. I don't understand why Leo was like, "Oh, it'll take longer if we move up." Like they're just trying to clear people behind you.
Yeah.
Because their orders are probably like a coffee.
Yeah.
Or like
and I
one
get
nugget.
it. I get it. I just like I'm also
You're a pleaser.
like if you're
It's your
a fast food restaurant, why don't you have it ready? Don't make me think
Because
that
you
you're
ordered
cook-
the smorgasbord.
Don't make me think that you're cooking the burger fresh. It's been done for weeks.
It's like
it's in the warmer for a
Yeah.
whole month.
It's just chilling like spider webs.
Like, oh, it's brand new. You gotta make some. Okay.
Right now, fresh.
Like if I said I would want fresh fries, which that's a request. You can actually ask for fresh fries or
heard, yeah.
fresh nuggets.
Interesting. I didn't know you could ask for fresh nuggets.
Then you better move your little caboose over to that reservation.
You better go camp
number.
out.
You better
You better go camp. Bring your sleeping bag, girl.
You better not be upset if
They
people
don't know how
honk
to
at
make
you.
that. Yeah.
But
Oh,
diet
no.
soda at the Mickey D's.
It's good?
Oh, it's so good.
Is it because the straw?
The straw,
theory?
it's the
Yeah.
carbonation. And I also heard a guy who works for the Coca-Cola company. He said the reason why it's so good is because the carbonated water
Mhm.
is chilled also.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
chilled before
Mhm.
and before it hits the waves or the syrup and then it makes it.
That's cool.
So I'm like,
Because
oh, cool.
I definitely prefer it like not with the Coke machine, like the ones
Mhm.
where you like select what you want. Like I
Yeah.
don't like those machines.
The 101
The
flavors.
yeah, those ones taste weird to me.
They do.
But I don't know if that's just
There's
me.
no way you can make that good. It's
No.
101 flavors.
Yeah. That's our opinion. Our opinions. But like
It's a good opinion.
I love that story. I hope you tell that on the podcast so we can relive that. That was hilarious. Oh my gosh.
I'm embarrassed.
Don't be. I was embarrassed about mine.
Okay, good.
But now I'm kind of like, I feel like
But you learned something from it.
you do.
I didn't.
You didn't learn anything?
No.
You will. You will. Like there'll be a day when
But I
you're
do it again,
you'll
or it
be the
happens to
person-
me.
It'll happen to you. Somebody like in front of you will be pissing you off and you'll go to do it and you'll be like, I won't do it. You won't do it.
Yeah.
You look like you're gonna do it.
I'll try the horn thing when someone like cuts me off. Just beep and just hold it down.
Just lay on it. Yeah,
Yes.
I've never done that.
Until they exit, they look at the car and I'm just still holding. I'll look away. Beep.
I'm not a road rager, so
I'm not either.
Speaking of road
Okay,
rage
sorry,
or
we're back,
rage in
we're
the
back.
news, we're back in. So turns out Sabrina Carpenter and Barry Keoghan, nobody here probably knows any of them or care, but I care.
Them.
They are officially separated. The news outlets have said that it's because they're both focusing on their careers. People know that it's not because it leaked that he was cheating on
Gay.
her. Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
We don't know. But he was cheating on her with like a blonde TikToker is what they said. So I feel bad that like they didn't work out, but also part of me thinks that they were just like a media pairing. So that's it's been confirmed. So yay us for telling the news
We knew it.
before it like really came
We
out.
knew it.
And also one other thing to piggyback really fast is Trisha Paytas,
Okay.
the one who has the same chairs that we do on her second podcast.
What? Hashtag.
Yes, was on SNL in an SNL skit on Saturday night. So she also believes in the Delulu. She's definitely somebody who says like Delulu is the Salulu. So positive vibes, keep dreaming big
Way
because
to
you
go.
truly never know where you're gonna end up.
Hey, did you hear about did you watch the Sabrina Carpenter Christmas?
I didn't, but I want to. I probably will today.
It's cute.
That's it? Yeah, it's just cute.
I mean,
Did you like it?
I'm a new fan of hers.
Okay,
because
yeah.
she's adorable.
She's so cute.
She's adorable and she's cute. She's like 2 feet tall
Mhm.
and she's gorgeous.
Mhm.
And it's just so silly.
It's very inappropriate, is what I've heard,
Yeah.
which I love. That's because that's how she like went viral.
Yeah.
She used to sing like nonsense outros of her like euphemisms for her
areas.
doing really fun activities. Really fun euphemism activities.
Well,
yeah,
I like her. I mean,
Me too.
she does do a duet with Chaparral.
I heard Chaperone,
Yeah.
but Chapel's hair is like straight. Like she looks very different.
She does. She doesn't look as drag as she normally does.
Yeah, it was a choice.
It was a cool choice.
I'll have to watch it. How long is it?
I think 40 minutes, 30 minutes. It's not that long.
Oh, it's very short.
Yeah.
Okay, I will definitely be watching that today.
It's silly. It's really silly.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Okay.
What else we got in the news?
What else?
I got through my two really fast.
You did.
That JP story.
You know what? Let's talk about TikTok getting banned.
Okay, so this one I feel like I need to do a little bit more research on.
Okay.
But I can give everybody the synopsis while I'm Googling.
Give me the synopsis.
So, about like a year-ish ago, the US government was like, hey, I'm putting this in layman's terms for everybody. Basically, the US government was like, this is run by another country. They can see all of our data. They can see everything. We should really ban this app so that way other countries don't know information about our people. And everybody went up in arms because they were like, but I like TikTok and TikTok's really great and ByteDance is awesome. And they basically gave the company ByteDance, which owns TikTok, a year to sell it in order for it to remain in the US. Now, I don't know what the demographic is on TikTok. Like, I'm not sure if it's completely like, is it really like popular in the US? Is it popular in other countries? Like, are they really affected by, would they be affected by if the US pulled out? I'm not really sure. But now the year has completely gone. And now they're saying literally, what was it, like 3 days ago, that the Supreme Court, or now it's in the Supreme Court because they are going to ban it. And TikTok, ByteDance, has a chance to, it's like, appeal, I think is the correct term for it, to see if they can still remain in the US. But I heard, which I don't have an exact source, but I heard that the appeal got denied.
Yeah.
So January 19th,
well,
TikTok
it's been everywhere. So I mean, that's good enough news. January 19th?
Yeah, January 19th is like the day that it will completely go dark. And what that means is that like you will be able, like it'll still be on your phone. Like you'll still be able to use it, but like after time keeps going, like maybe like a month or like 2 months, all of a sudden you won't be able to open the app.
You know what I kind of see happening is everyone kind of uses their TikTok videos on Instagram anyways. So I just feel like maybe Instagram will be like, this is the opportunity for us to update our editing software. And try to be more connected with like CapCut and see if we could make a partnership and make Instagram the new TikTok.
Well, and now I just saw today, because I'm big on YouTube Shorts, which is basically the same thing as Instagram Reels.
Yeah.
They gave my big account the ability to now make 3-minute short form pieces of content. So they're already starting to, like you just suggested that they might do, they're already starting to take implements from TikTok, being like, oh, let's let people make 3-minute shorts instead of just 1 minute. So I think you're 100% right.
I mean, people are behind the boards just trying to figure this out and steal from it.
Yeah, I'm genuinely surprised that another app didn't emerge in the last year. Like, I really thought that there would be another one very similar to TikTok, but maybe more like
American.
Twitter coded. Well, yes, more American. I really thought like Lemonade was like starting to pick up traction, but it's still by ByteDance. So there's no point. I totally thought somebody would have made an app by now that mimics it or kind of goes back to Vine, which I never had Vine. So I would kind of actually like Vine to pop back up.
Yeah, that would be fun.
That's really fun.
Remember, let's make a Vine. Oh,
let's make a Vine.
Let's do a Vine. Let's see. So that's the sad news about TikTok. I mean, I guess it's not any sad news that I lost my TikTok and
here's like bye.
Bye.
I honestly, in my opinion, as somebody who content creates every single day, there's too many platforms.
You're right.
Like every platform is asking you to live stream on them once or twice a week, post on the main feed 5 to 7 times, then post your story update. Like there's so many options right now of like popular things. It's like there's no way to content create successfully on all of the platforms at once unless you have someone helping you or like a team. And truly, if I were to be honest, I think it takes away from our quality of life because we're spending too much time trying to create different things for different platforms to go viral, to do the thing, to make the money. And it's like, it's overwhelming. So I hate to
Plus,
say.
what is the point? Like, those who are going viral and making good content, yes, people continue to watch. But if you are just trying to do one-offs and it doesn't like continue to flow in a certain way, then it's a distraction.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I hate to say that I'd like to see the ship sink of TikTok, just like bye. But I truly already feel myself feeling less like pulled every direction. I'm kind of like, oh, it's gonna be banned. Then I don't feel like I have to wake up every day and post. I can focus on other things.
But your people want you.
I know, but then they can come here.
That's true.
They can come other places and you know, instead of just watching a 3-second video of me looking attractive, come and be invested in my thoughts. Be invested
for a whole hour.
For a whole hour every Tuesday.
Oh my God.
You know, there's so much more to me than just a 30-second clip. So hopefully they'll find their way here.
And a cute face.
Yeah, and my husband, who also has a husband.
I didn't wear our ring today.
You didn't wear our ring.
I didn't wear our ring, but you didn't either.
I didn't either. That's the wrong hand, though. I think it has to be this. There you go. There you go, dear.
Both of
I'll
us.
teach you.
we need to. We were polishing our rings, is what we were.
They're getting clean.
That was our Christmas present. Speaking of Christmas presents.
Yes.
Way to segue.
Look at you.
What? It's like I've done this before. All right. So, all right. I saw something online that kind of made me spin.
Oh.
And it was just like, hey, just took out a loan for my Christmas presents. I can't believe I'm having to do this. There's so many presents to buy this year. Boom. People stop having kids is what it said.
Whoa.
And I was like, okay, first of all, why do you need a loan? Why do you have to give so many presents? And why do you have to put like a budget on it? Like, why do you have to? There's so many other ideas. There's so many gifts you can do that require maybe nothing, no money at all, just some time and consideration and some like appreciation that could go so much further than the typical sweater that you wear and then you throw away.
Yeah, I feel like there's so much content out there, like on YouTube especially. All you have to do is look up a YouTube video of like great gift ideas for blah, blah, blah. Like for my uncle, for my aunt, for my yada, yada. And then there's usually somebody who took the time to make a YouTube video being like, here are 10 things I would give to my sister-in-law. And then they'll like show you all the things. They'll give you price points. There's tons of people that create things on Etsy that are like I saw one creator where she buys clay and makes little like picture frames, and she'll go on their Facebook or whatever and print out like a nice photo of the couple, of the family, and then she'll put it in the frame and make an ornament. And she said she gives them out to family members, friends, and people love them because it's actually like something that they'll have on their tree every year.
Yeah,
and it's cheap.
It's cheap. It's affordable, and that's a new word, affordable. You can't say cheap because cheap is trashy.
Negative. Cheap is negative.
Trashy.
Another thing that recently, actually today, Chrissy got for me for Christmas, because she cannot just like wait till Christmas to give me things. It's been like all month. She'll be like, here's a bag I got you. Here's this thing I got you. But I sent her an cookbook that I was really interested in, because I was like, this person like really prioritizes health over just like making fast meals. But it was like a hybrid of the two. So it was like a crock pot cookbook. And I was explaining to her, like, this could be really great. Like, we could cook things, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Like, this will be really fun. And it's convenient because it cooks itself. I don't have to, like, be there the whole time. And 2 minutes later, Christy was like, oh, I bought it for you. Merry Christmas.
Wow.
I was like, thank you.
How sweet.
And it was like $13
See?
for an Christmas cookbook. Or not Christmas, but you get the point.
A healthy cookbook.
Yeah.
No, it's little things like that like, you know, if you really understand a person, then you know that it's not necessarily you're going to buy them a dress, you're going to buy them a sweater, you're going to buy them tools. It's more like, hey, I understand what you're doing, and here's something that can make your life simpler. Or here's something that I thought of from you. So I don't know. It's really I feel sad that people feel like they have to take out loans for
That's crazy.
holidays. The same thing was layaway. I mean, growing up, layaway was really big, and I would hear many parents be like, "Can I put this on layaway?" And it'd be on TV, like as a popular thing to save and pay off until up until Christmas. Like, so sad.
That's pretty devastating.
It is.
I feel like I actually did a pretty decent job of telling a lot of like my friends and my employees, just being like, hey, like Christmas probably isn't going to be that big this year. And all of them were just like, that's fine. Like, we don't care. You provide us with a job. It's not your job to get us gifts. And I can't really speak for like when you're a parent though and having kids, because like I've never experienced that. But I imagine that's got to be really tough having a child that like you can't afford to get them like the toy that they want. I do know that Toys for Tots is really big. So if you do have a child or if you know a family in need, I don't know a lot of the like rules and regulations or like what qualifies you or how soon you have to sign up, but I do know that that's an option.
Yeah.
Because there are lots of families that like that is their charity of the year, is that they will do Toys for Tots for another family.
It's sweet. It's super cool. I think all the firefighter houses have the donation
bins.
Donation bins.
But it's kid deserves a present.
I don't know. I think a little bit of the pressure comes from school as well, because I think Christmas Day is not necessarily the bad day, because they're like, oh, I got
Socks.
Lego.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. I got the Lego car. And then you go and you see Billy. And you're like, oh, it's my new cell phone, my new iPhone. And you're like, oh, well, I got a car. Well, Santa brought me an iPhone. Like, oh, so Santa brings you this, but Santa won't bring me this.
That
like,
was the worst as a kid. Was everyone being like, well, Santa got me this thing. And that's, if there are children listening, turn it off right now because I'm about to spill some tea. Let me give him a second.
Here you go, a second.
That's how I knew St. Nicholas wasn't real, because there were so many mean kids in school that I was like, no, you should have been on the naughty list. You should have been on the naughty because you're a bully.
She is a bully. I mean, they are bullies.
They're bullies.
And we're back on Parents. You can watch it again.
Now bring your kids back.
Bring your kids back. No, but it's such a... there's a song called Christmas Shoes. Have you heard it?
Yes! It's my dad's favorite Christmas song.
Oh my
He makes
God.
me listen to it every year.
So I gotta buy these shoes for my mama, please.
Yes.
It's Christmas Eve and these shoes are just her size. Can you hurry, sir? Papa says there's not much time. You see, she's been sick for quite a while, and I know these shoes will make her smile. And I want her to look beautiful if Mama meets Jesus tonight. What are we singing?
Oh, it's so sad.
Oh my God. Like, who wrote that?
Should we Google him?
Google
Let's send him a letter.
I don't know.
Let's
Why
complain.
would you? Oh my gosh. I mean, there was another one.
It's so humbling, though.
Christmas shoes, and then there's another one. There's another.
I want a hippopotamus.
Okay, that's
for
just
Christmas.
that's Greedy Billy.
Sorry.
That's Greedy
So
Billy.
a hippopotamus will do.
I'm trying to think what else.
Obnoxious nod.
There's another really sad Christmas song.
Yes. Christmas. Oh my God. You know it. You all know it. So you better put it in the comments.
What is it? What's another sad Christmas song? Let's go in the chat.
Sad Christmas.
Santa baby.
Song. No.
Just kidding.
Last Christmas, no. Christmas, please, no. Do they know it's the saddest Christmas song you've ever heard?
That's
what is
that?
Another lonely Christmas.
You out for Christmas.
No,
that one's pretty sad.
That one.
Yeah.
What is a sad Christmas about losing someone? No one breaks your heart at Christmas. I don't know. Okay, I thought it was another one.
There definitely is another sad one, but I can't.
I know.
Is it like from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? We're on the island of misfit toys.
No.
Here we don't want to stay.
I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus. That is devastating.
That is devastating. Breakup, divorce.
I'm gonna.
A year without Santa. Is that it?
No.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
No. I think it's Christmas shoes and
Mud. It'll be a lonely this Christmas.
no.
last Christmas.
Well, you know what?
Anyways.
It'll be on the next podcast.
Christmas can be sad, but please don't take out a loan. That's insane.
That is crazy.
That I was very privileged as a kid. Like my mom had a really great job till I didn't live with my mom. Then I was not privileged. But it's so hard for us to sit here and be like, don't take out a loan. But I highly, highly recommend if you know a family in need, suggest Toys for Tots for them because a loan can really devastate and really set you off for 2025 in the worst way. So there are
Speaking of a loan.
Oh.
I am on the process of getting my brand new gym.
Yeah!
Woo! Things are looking so smooth, so good. And I'm going to go ahead and start a Kickstarter. I'm going to announce it now. So you guys can be a part of it.
Yeah.
Yes. So we can
excited.
just, get it going. I'm so excited. I think this is every day I wake up and I'm like, I'm ready to do it.
Yeah. Okay. I love that.
So I was getting the paperwork ready last night with one of my friends.
Aww.
Because we send it out today. And so my friend just says, "Hey, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why?" He's like, "Well, you seem excited, but you don't look excited."
Oh no! Why do you not look excited?
And I was like, "I'm tired."
I feel like
no,
I'm tired.
I think what it is just it's okay to have cold feet. You shouldn't be don't be delulu that everything's gonna run smoothly.
Yeah.
Like there's a chance that there's chances that things could go south, things could not work out, but at least you tried and at least you know that you put your whole heart into it.
Yes.
And I feel super eager, super ready to go, and being able to figure out like how this is going to work and grow from this is going to be so amazing.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you.
I'm excited.
It's crazy to think that like when I first started training with you, that was like one of the first, I don't think it was the first session when we worked out together, but it was like the second. You were saying, like we were talking about goals, and I think I was picking your brain on like New Year's resolutions because I was like, oh, I'm sure you hear a lot of them. And you were kind of like, yeah, I don't really put a lot of weight into them, but I guess like a big thing that I've always wanted to do was to own my own gym. And it's so cool to see you go from like you were busy and then all of a sudden you had like all these clients and you've been maintaining them for so long and you've been like looking at places and doing all the work and like meeting with people. Like it's just been so cool to have a back seat to be like, how you doing up there? You doing okay?
Yeah.
Cool.
And you know what?
Let me know.
You brought it up today, and I think it's something that we should talk about. It's just like how you said you're so fortunate to have so many clients and friends who are willing to support you and help you in this journey. And
that give good advice.
Like it really is such an awesome blessing and something that I do think about, but when it's reminded to me from somebody else like you did today, it really just like sinks in such a good way because it really like everyone. I love to support myself with like positivity. I love to be able to see, how can I help you out? How can we continue to be part of a community together to grow? And that's always been my thing with my JPB fitness and just figuring out, okay, so you're an actor, you're looking for films. Oh, you wrote a bunch of films and you want to get stuff done. Here, talk to this person. Oh, this person is a DJ and you know what? We need a DJ for a party that we're doing. Yeah, here, connecting with each other. And sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes it's not needed, but at least you have that connection that continues to go back and forth. And it's really such a great thing to be connected and not fall into, I was telling Dara about this, don't fall into the jealousy route because the jealousy route gets you nowhere. So many people can continue to say, hey, you booked that show. Oh, good for you. And there it is. You just killed it. But if you're like, oh my God, what are you doing in that show? Oh, well, you know what? They need like sexy girls for this and this. Do you want to be like, can I put your name in? Oh, sure. Yeah, put me in. Like, let's see where it goes. And at least like you get the ball rolling and like people want to work with you again. And it's a positive connection and boom, you get stuff done.
Yeah, I like to call that like how all boats rise with the tide. So it's like, the tide of water is always like rising and falling. And it's like, if you are helping other people and, you know, networking and just connecting other people, when they succeed, you succeed. And I think there's a lot of people that say, oh, this community is really toxic, or living in LA, or living in this city, it's people never help each other out, or they're not kind. And it's like, well, unfortunately, it's the circle you surround yourself with. Like, you should be surrounded by people who are giving you good advice and are saying like, oh, you need me to help you out with your project? I would be happy to. And just, you know, working together, because that's the only way that you can succeed. I chalk up a lot of my success to other people helping me out. And I feel like, you know, we're both in like such good places right now that like gratitude is the attitude.
Ooh.
I wrote that in the chat.
Hashtag. Did you really?
I did. I wrote it in there. I was like,
let me see.
Gratitude
Is the attitude. Yes, you did.
Yeah. I think like your past self, you know, you think about like where, like 2 years ago, where were you? And it's like, you would kill to be in this, maybe not murderer to be in this situation, but like you would be so like, oh, I want to be in that person's shoes, you know, like I want their problems. And yeah. Like in a positive way.
In a positive, envious.
So
excited, motivated, jealousy with the high note.
Jealousy with a high note.
Jealousy with a high note.
So, Coach was asking about your Kickstarter. Can they be there for the ribbon cutting? Like, is there going to be a presentation?
There is going to be a big ribbon cutting. So it's going to be, I'll say the gay community is going to be very much a big part of it.
Yay! Okay.
Woohoo! So, not to turn off all my straighties.
Oh,
don't turn them off.
Straighties, ladies.
Straighties are.
That's me.
Straighties. It's going to be such a fun, like, private gym where everyone feels welcome, but everyone feels respected, and everyone feels like we're in here to get work done. We're not in here to just waste time.
Yep.
So I do think if the gays are involved, there will be a big celebration.
Yes.
So definitely a ribbon cutting ceremony and some party and drinking to follow.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. I mean, nothing is 100% confirmed right now, but I do think the Kickstarter probably will be up in the near future, correct?
Yeah, I would say in the next week. In this week.
Wow, okay.
Yes.
Get it.
Because I feel like it's the end of the year and it's a season of giving.
Yeah.
And then in January, everyone's going to be like, well, it's a new year. I have to hold off.
Yeah.
I just spent a lot of money on Christmas. So.
I mean, I think a lot of people actually in January use their money that they have and get themselves the things they really want. You know what I mean?
Like a gym.
Like a gym membership.
Nice.
Honestly, I think January would be like the best year, or not the year. I think it would be the best time of year to like doorbuster open, you know?
Yeah.
Like if they sign up for, not telling you how to run your business, but not that you asked me, but let me just
there it is.
spew at you. It would be really cool if you did like a January, February discount. So that way you're like, why set a New Year's resolution only for January? Why not do a
Let's
combo?
set up the year and get the year going.
Let's slay the year.
Yeah.
I'm good with one-liners today.
You are. Put that. Slay the year.
It's because we took a nap. Honestly, we took a nap and now we're slaying.
We had a good nap. We did. It was together too, in case anyone wants to know.
Oh no. Coach wants to go.
Unsolicited advice, I hear.
No.
Call it out, Coach. No. Call it out.
No.
You would never.
I'm just giving you some marketing tips. I'm just coming in.
Let me tell you how to run your TikTok.
Let me tell you how to, Let me give you some advice.
Here's some TikTok advice.
Do we have any other DeluluCanoePod, or is that did we get through it even though we personal chatted for like 30 minutes?
We were also going to talk a little bit about last minute gifts. Well, we did talk about that.
We kind of did a little bit.
That's right. The loan, show opening, TikTok getting fat, open. Oh. Sabrina Carpenter and Trisha. Oh, we already said
Barry
that.
Key. Yep.
Okay.
Trisha.
Okay. No, that's all right. We rushed through it. I feel like we didn't talk enough about the hot guy.
The murderer. Okay. You wanted what? No. Was there something you wanted to add?
No, I think it's just like it's crazy how that, along with a couple years ago, the hot mugshot guy.
Yes.
With the beautiful
with the skull tat on his face, right?
No, yeah, I think he had like all of these like neck tattoos. He had beautiful gray blue eyes.
Let me look him up. I'm pretty sure he had a
just put hot mugshot
hot mugshot
guy.
Oh, is it the guy with the blue eyes and he was
Yes.
he was like
He has a
mixed
buzz
or
cut like
something?
me.
Yes, yes. Hot
People say we're
mugshots.
twins.
Oh, do they?
They do.
Do they?
I don't know what. I mean, yes.
Oh my gosh, I googled hot mugshots and it came up with mugs with like headshots on them.
Dang it. No.
Let me see. Hang on.
Hot mugshot guy. So
That's hilarious.
yeah, but
Very
this
literal.
guy got what did he get in prison for? I'm trying to remember what he got in prison for. Anyways, it was something pretty bad. And
It's always pretty bad.
as he got out, he was hired by a well-known, reputable modeling agency and did a couple runway shows and did some print work. Made a shoot load of money.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, why are we recognizing
Jeremy Meeks?
Yes.
Yeah. But like, what does he do now?
Well, find out why he got in trouble.
Oh no, let me see.
He be sexy.
Getting our news. Yeah, but that shouldn't matter.
That shouldn't matter.
Come on, JP, get with it. Let me see. Remember hot felon Jeremy Meeks? His mugshot went viral.
Yeah.
He's arrested in 2014 and sentenced to over stupid. He was sentenced to over 2 years in prison for robbery, run possession, and other charges. He was behind bars and is now infamous. Mugshot caught the internet to swoon, or caused the internet. Yeah, but where he at now? What's he doing?
Well, he's living the life. He's free. And he probably has a lot of money because he did modeling.
Maybe. Let's look him up on social media.
Let's
see if he's got an
Get his digits. Give him a call.
No, absolutely not.
It's the Night Stalker guy all over again. Well, the Night Stalker, he was so crazy. Actually, he was from my hometown, El Paso, Texas. He went to school with my mom.
No, that's terrifying. Oh no.
So my mom lived during that time. Oh, obviously.
Oh, he's like kind of reformed now. His Jeremy Meeks' like caption is like Church of God. So it seems like he's like very reformed. Like he's like graduate or somebody in his his firstborn graduated. Okay, so he has children.
Oh, you found him online.
I did. I found his Instagram.
How many followers does he have?
1.5 mil.
Oh damn. Okay.
Just a couple.
All right. Well, just a few.
So it seems weirdly like the fame and going to prison kind of,
you know what, and
changed his life.
From everyone's talking about Ryan Murphy is going to be working on his new film with this guy, and it's just like it's so true. Like why?
So.
Everyone loved the Menendez brothers, and everyone was pushing for them to get free, and because they were hot or they looked hot by the people who played them. And they made it sexual by that nude scene. Can we talk about that? No. Okay.
Schmexual with the noodle scene.
Noodle scene.
Which in the Ryan Murphy one?
Yeah.
There was a schmexual noodle scene.
Yeah, there was.
I found like the whole thing to be very jarring.
Well, if you fast forward it.
Yeah. Oh, see, yeah.
And when you find the scene where prison mates have to shower.
Yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
It's a nice scene.
Yeah.
The water was warm.
Yeah, were you on the set? Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like the Baby Reindeer one. I had a really hard time watching Baby Reindeer. Did you watch that?
No.
I think that was last year.
Yeah.
There was a lot of, spoiler alert, there's a lot of grape scenes in it, and I've never been graped, but I've been assaulted schmexually in the past by somebody I knew. So I a lot of those scenes that they put in, I understand the importance of them being in media, but I'm also a little bit like, ooh, yeah, I maybe should not watch this because this is very jarring.
Yeah. I mean, it's PTSD. But it's also, it's hurtful to people to visualize like how a hot guy could get less of a punishment in a way than somebody.
I feel like you're putting a lot of emphasis in them being attractive.
America is.
Okay.
And when I say America, I say all of us.
Me.
I say me. But yeah, I don't know. It's fun.
I do think it's interesting that we put so much emphasis on
that's
looks.
where it should put interesting. It's not fun. It's interesting.
Yeah. Like I agree in the sense of like there's a lot of times where I question that, like, would I be like, would I do as well as I do on social media if I wasn't attractive? And then I started like Delulu Canoe for that exact purpose of like, well, I want people to hear my voice and like hear my thoughts and like understand me more as a person. And then like Delulu like took a long time to really get going. And part of me was like, okay, this is good for me to know that a lot of people follow and support me, which is awesome. And it's just because I look good, you know, and that really changed my way of thinking. And so I get why we put emphasis on our looks, but I'm now jumping on the bandwagon or in the canoe for people to start being a little bit more like, don't put your interest in people just in how visually pleasing they are, because I'm here to tell you, which some of you on the Delulu or on my Taylor's Diary account know, I posted something where it was like, if you all knew that that girl was mean, you wouldn't be giving her your money. Because there's a lot of, I don't want to name any names or anything, but there's a lot of content creators who like never talk, never go on talk shows, only like post photos or like post content of themselves and like never have a personality. And a lot of times in some of those cases, it's because they're mean. They're mean girls.
Well, it's also weird how I feel like we're in this, and this is gonna go into another topic, so we'll have to we'll save it for next time. But just like what your vision is for hot. Like there's a girl at our gym who works out, and she's had her lips done, she's had her butt done, she has not had her boobs done.
Get it, girly.
And she's a hot mess though. She just don't look happy to be there to work out. But every day her lips are so big, and they have like lip gloss on them.
Are they
and then when she tries to do like lunges, you just see her butt pad, just
her
like
implant.
her implant, yeah. And I'm like, you did this for a reason. Do you feel good about it?
Yeah.
Because I just want to call it out.
Okay. I don't know that I would on somebody I don't know, but I'm glad you feel
I wouldn't do it.
Too.
No, but it's just like me. There's so many things that I'm thinking of getting done. I'm like, that'd be fun to get a new like jawline, or I want to get a different nose. And why do you want a different nose? Well, I don't like this one. Like,
really?
Why don't you like it? Like, there's so many things that I'm excited to get, but I don't know who makes the rules of what's hot and what's not. It's just a matter of opinion.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of it's like society driven. Like now everybody's on the Ozempic trend, which like I caught a lot of, like a couple of my like not immediate friends, but a few that I know well started going on Ozempic to lose weight. And I would never do it because I'm extremely sensitive to like even like Advil or like like those kinds of like even little things like really affect me. And like I even caught a little bit of the like, maybe I should like look up like lipo. I'm like, I can't seem to lose this lower belly fat. Like maybe I should just go get lipo done. And then I kind of like look at myself and I'm like, well, is that something I like really want to put time and energy into, like not being online and taking the time off when it's like, or do I just go to the gym? Because going to the gym is going to help me when I'm 80 and I, you know, can still drive my car and can still walk to the park, as opposed to paying what, like $20,000. Well, one, saving up $20,000, two, paying for the $20,000, and then having something done to my body, and then potentially having a scar.
I have this ex-friend who did a she was lipo sucked out.
And did they use the belly button trick?
Yeah. No, they did the abdominal trick. They gave her abs.
Oh, did they look good?
They looked good 35 years ago. But now over the years she's gained weight. And so since you have no fat cells, you grow the fat on other places but that area. So her arms are so big. She has like side fat, side boob. Her back fat is still there, but she has a six pack. And it's like gross.
That's strange looking.
It's so odd. So it's like, hey, think of the long term side effects from this, because even though it looks hot now, there's a day where things will wrinkle.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. Society deems what they want to be attractive or not attractive. People say I look like a boy in the face because I don't have my lips done and I don't have work done. I don't really care because they're not my audience.
You're a hot boy.
Thank you. Hot little boy with my big old Pikachu's. But regardless, I feel like, 25 out of 10 natural beauty.
They're talking about
Well,
me.
here's the thing. They are talking about you. Is that as long as you stay Delulu and make your dreams come true,
True.
Lulu, and yeah, and like focus on like what you really want. And if there is something that you're putting a lot of emphasis in, like how I was thinking about lipo for like a week, and then I was like, or I could just lose the weight there, figure it out. Really think about like cause and effect, and also, is it something you really want, or is this just a temporary fix? And I try to tell myself that every time with my cute little candy dish with chocolate by my front door. And sometimes I need the temporary fix, and sometimes I don't. So, you know, this is life. We only get one. Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Stay hydrated.
That's life. That's life. That's what all. We're ending the song with this. We're on ending the show with the song.
We're not ending the show. Anyways, everybody, did you have any last notes? Go follow him on his Instagram.
Follow me. It's going
back.
It's going good. I love some followers.
You're back.
I'm back. Follow us for our last days on TikTok. So we'll do a TikTok today. Hopefully
we will. We're gonna go do that right now.
Hydrated, yes. Make sure you hydrate.
I'm very behind on that, so I need to get hydrated. Thank you all for hanging out with us. I know this chat was like a little all over the place, as it usually is.
I thought it was great.
I love being here with you. You're so fun. Thank you, Coach Camus. Oh, you know what I can do?
What?
We should shout out the patrons. Let's shout out some of the patrons. For those of you that don't know, we have a Patreon that helps support the channel. A lot of all the money that you guys give to us goes back into our setup, which is like, all the Christmas decorations, the new microphone we got. Let me see. So we greatly appreciate all of you that do donate. Let me see. David M became a member. So thank you, David, in the last week. Even if you can't afford the $5, just join anyways, because it's our bulletin board. There's us last week. Wow. You should actually make an account and join so that way you can see what we're talking about.
You talk me on my back?
A little bit.
Talking me on my back?
A little bit. Okay. I know Coach is on there.
Patreon. Do I have to get naked on there?
No. Noodle. You don't have to get noodle.
All right. Do I have to get noodle?
We gotta work on you.
I'm working.
I see. Rim Post is on there. Kevin, Boss Jr., Sean Yarborough, Paul Cernesh, Coffee Man, Jen Man, just a couple of the names that are on here. Bloop is on there.
Bloop, bloop.
Apollo is on there. Jeff Hacks. So be sure to join the Patreon. We would greatly appreciate it. Like we said, the money goes back into making the production.
I also want to point out that we did not talk about Wicked today. That is very good.
I still haven't seen it.
Oh, no.
Standing ovation.
She hasn't seen it yet. It's okay. That's a Christmas present. Like that, you guys, you're looking for Christmas present. Go do experiences. Mm-hmm. Spend time with your friends. Be like, you know what? Hey, best friend, I'm going to take you out to dinner and it's going to be on me. That's an awesome Christmas present.
That's a great one. Yeah.
You get to catch up. I'm taking my best friend to see Sutton Foster in Once Upon a Mattress.
Oh, is that here?
Yeah, at the Almondson.
That's here? Sutton Foster's going to be here?
She's already here.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Yeah. So
I hope your friend gets sick and then you can take me.
So is Wicked. Wicked's here.
I know. I have somebody who's got a ticket for me.
Oh, good.
Okay.
You may go see it.
Yeah.
And then I hear Annie is coming to the Dolby.
Cute.
The sun will come out
tomorrow. Ugh, Annie.
Okay, we better.
Anyways, we gotta go. We got some stuff to do. But bye, everybody. Thank you all so much for being here. We appreciate you all so much. Check out the Patreon. Sorry, we delulued so hard.
Yeah,
we delulued very hard. Bye. Wow, I look very different up close.
Where's the filter when you need it?
I just look like, because I just like did my skincare routine, so I'm glowing.
She be glowing.
Anyways, how do I hang up? What? I am not pregnant.
I did not say that. No. Oh, and
don't start those rumors. Bye. What?
Oh my God.
All the comments be